What's going on, guys? Keegan here from Punisher's Paintball. I'm here with media guy Doug. Today we're doing a kind of informational video for you guys on, we get a lot of questions asking if you are able to use a speedball gun in Woodsballs.
So we're going to address that question today, but if you guys decide that you like either of the guns in this video or you just want to look into something new for yourself, feel free to check out the link in the description, shop at punisherspaintball.com, and we'll catch you after the intro.
Alright guys, like I said in the intro, we do get a lot of questions in store and online asking if you are able to use a speedball gun in Woodsball and vice versa. So today we're kind of going to break that down for you. So I guess let's start with the kind of speedball in Woodsball.
Short answer is yes.
Yeah.
It does not matter what gun you use. Really, the only thing that ever would stop you from using a speedball-oriented gun in a Woodsball situation, whether it's a big game scenario, a rec day, whatever, is if you just prefer to go with like a milsim kind of thing. That's really it. Or if you're really trying to level the playing field, then you can use one of the same guns as the rentals, but
so
it's a paintball gun.
Most people actually in Woodsball or rec ball use a speedball gun. Anyone that has their own gear that isn't going for the milsim look actually uses a speedball gun. Some use mechanical markers, such as like the E-mech or like a CS2 with a mech frame or something like that.
Or this with the CC frame.
This with the CC frame. So there's a lot of different options that you have, but a lot of people do. Like the 13th Legion or the Zoo PB, which is two of the teams that we actually sponsor, go to a lot of the big games, a lot of the scenario games, and their entire teams pretty much, I mean, I wouldn't say the entire team.
Many of them, though, use like a speedball-oriented gun.
Guns.
Like Jason, who played with us last year on our D4 line, he is a die guy through and through.
Yeah.
Uses his M-Series guns all the time in all their big Woodsball events. Because here's the big thing. People are, well, why would you use a speedball gun in the woods? They're nicer. They're the more premier level guns. They can handle paint better. It's an overall better product that's going to give you a better playing experience. So for me, that's worth more than having a gun that looks realistic. Yeah.
So like Doug said, Jason, most of the people on his team, like his wife Kara, she loves shooting extremely quick.
Yes, she does.
Constantly has her gun uncapped or 25 balls a second. Just likes to shoot a lot of paint. Yeah. And that's what she just enjoys doing. And there's no restrictions against that at big games or scenario events. So she does.
Not usually, yeah. Sometimes, like I started. God, my first invasion of Normandy was in 2007. At that point, they were a little like, no response triggers, no full auto. But you know what? Those games get so big, they can't ref all of it. So literally, someone will just shoot semi-auto while the ref is there. And when he walks away, they'll flip a switch or they'll mess with a mode and just rip as much as they want. So really, you can do what you want. I would say use read the room that you're in. If you're with a bunch of rentals and super new players, probably don't ramp on them and go full auto and scare them out of ever playing again.
I used to actually, when I was playing rec ball a lot, I had a speedball marker. I would just set it to like 5 balls a second, and I was still able to use it. Yeah. But there was other times where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna shoot whatever I want to shoot. And so you can definitely use a speedball marker in Woodsball.
Oh yeah.
Now for the
other
opposite
side of it.
direction, using a Woodsball marker or like a milsim marker for speedball, competitive wise,
that's a bad idea.
Theoretically you can, but you're not going to want to.
Yeah.
You're going to be at a huge disadvantage.
I can't imagine crawling in the snake with this in front of me and then trying to get up to a cake and be super tight and snap with this bad boy and all. It's just
let alone the rate of fire isn't going to be there. You're not going to be able to get close to what anyone else is doing.
Nope.
Plus you're at a huge disadvantage with how big it is.
And how hard it is on paint.
Yeah, how hard it is on paint. We always, in store, will recommend for Tippmann and stuff going with a thicker shelled paint. You're not going to be able to get tournament paint out of that marker.
You can also learn about that right here in our brittle paint versus the cheaper paint video where we kind of go over that in a little more detail. But yeah, you're not going to be able to get tournament paint out of your Tippmann or just a lower level marker in general. Yeah. Rate of fire is going to be an issue. Just bulkiness.
Tournament wise, I don't believe that you're actually able to use like a Tippmann. However, I have seen videos of like some people will just run like a tip X,
A pistol. At like a practice or something.
Yeah, at like a practice or just to have fun with it. So you can
do it for fun, for sure.
But you're going to be at a big disadvantage.
Yeah. I think the closest thing to that I see is I have a buddy Grant or like our coach Matt. They love to play mech paintball.
Yeah.
So they have a Speedball type gun with a super light trigger, and it is still a mechanical gun. They'll take that on the Speedball field as they're getting ready for an event, and they'll play with everyone who's got the electronics, and they're like, "What, dude? I can shoot like 15 with this, and you can't tell me not to because it's mechanical." I'm like, "Okay, cool. You can still hang. You absolutely can. Just again, those guns are still, the ergonomics of them are more like this. It's meant for being tucked in those tight spaces, and they're meant for fast firing. Guns like this are not so much meant for that. These are really more for the aesthetic. It's more for what it looks like, and the mag fed, it's for how realistic do you want it to be. There's just different kinds of play, different strokes for different folks. So would I recommend using a Woodsball gun on the Speedball field? Not really. Would I recommend using a Speedball gun in the woods? 100%. Absolutely. You're gonna have, in my opinion, probably a better experience. It's a more premium product, but nothing wrong with either thing. Plus, think about it. At any field, they'll, the rental gun that they give people is usually a Tippmann, some kind of more rec type gun.
Tippmann, GOG Enemy, something like that.
Something like that. And they always let them go play a few rounds on the Speedball field with those guns, and it works fine because they're all playing against each other. If you wanted to do a tournament of only Tippmanns on a Speedball field,
which they do have.
Do they really?
Yes, there are tournaments like that.
So that's the thing. You can do that, but I think the question we're addressing is the more general sense of like, if I want to get on a team and go to Sunday practice and go to tournaments, can I just use my Tippmann? No, the answer is no. Really don't do that. But I don't know, Keegan, do you have any other points that you were thinking about?
That's all I really had. My personal opinion, Speedball in the woods and on the Speedball field, great. This...
Not so
Don't
much.
take it on a Speedball field unless you're playing against other people with those.
I have one final point. Also, the Speedball guns of today are going to be a little more air efficient, actually a lot more air efficient than guns like this. So even if you do use a Speedball gun in the woods, you'll be able to stay out longer without going back for breaks because you can just hold more, you can shoot more paint.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's another point of, I would recommend more so Speedball guns in the woods as opposed to this stuff. But if you are going for something realistic, nothing wrong with playing MagFed. I actually have a lot of curiosity about MagFed. However, if you guys like this video, definitely be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, let us know if we missed anything or what other thoughts you guys might have. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, I'll have a link in the description if you guys want to pick up either of these bad boys and anything else that you would need for going to play paintball. Guys, we'll catch you in the next one.